Flosstube. Welcome to Creative Wings Studio. Hey, welcome back to my channel, everyone. Thanks for being here. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas or whatever it is that you celebrate during this season. We had a wonderful time with family, and so Christmas Eve we used to always celebrate that, my side of the family, and we would go to my mom and dad's and go there for like a big breakfast. I mean, the whole 9 yards. You know, bacon, sausage, biscuits, gravy, scrambled eggs, you name it, we had it for breakfast. But, you know, my dad's gone now, and then my mom spends her winters in Florida, so we kind of are making new traditions now. So last year was the first year without my mom in town, so Kevin took me and Ryan to Bronner's, and you know, had spent the day there, afternoon there, and had some dinner, and then came home. And Kyle couldn't go last year, but this year Kyle was in town, so all four of us did the same thing. We went to Bronner's, we ate at the Frankenmuth Brewery, and then we went to Bronner's and just walked around and looked at all the pretty Christmas things, and came back to our house. And I thought the boys would go home, and I was hoping they wouldn't, so I said, hey, let's play some cards. So we spent, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours playing cards and laughed and had a great time. So that was our Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, Christmas morning, the guys came back over. Kevin and I went to church, and then the boys met us at the house, and we exchanged gifts and had a big breakfast. And then in a couple hours after that, we headed to Lansing to Kevin's brother's house, and there was 40-some people there. We had a big dinner, and we did the White Elephant gift exchange, and I mean, you talk to a few people and then boom, it's like 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, it was late. We got home at like 11:30, and Kevin had to work in the morning. So yeah, I'm exhausted. We had friends over last night, and I didn't get to bed till 2 in the morning. I'm just tired. We were gonna go to Kyle's gig tonight, because I haven't seen Kyle's band play in quite a while, and I want to support them, you know, and plus it's just a really good time. But I'm like, if I don't get a good nap today, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. So tomorrow we're having Kyle, Ryan, and Bree and Eric and the grandkids over and exchange gifts with Bree and Eric and the grandkids. So that'll be fun. I'm gonna make lasagna. Can't wait. Okay, so that's pretty much my week in a nutshell. I do one last thing. If you are the prayerful type, I really need some prayers. I don't need the prayers. It's someone that's very close to me, someone that I love with all my heart, and received some, you know, bad health news. So I just want, if you could please uplift this person in your prayers. I'm not going to give names. I'm not going to say who it is. Just if you could just pray for a special intention regarding this person's health, I would be so very grateful. Prayers are needed for healing and for peace of mind and strength. If you could please, I'm forever grateful. Okay, so announcements this week. This Wednesday is New Year's Day, and Kristen and I still plan on doing What You Paintin' Wednesday, so join us if you can on Facebook. I'll have the links below to her page and my page. Oh, my furnace is coming on. Hold on 1 second. 8 o'clock this Wednesday, we'll be painting, and I think I'm going to do an intuitive floral just because they're so much fun and so free, and it'll be fun for you to see the change and how it all comes together. Speaking of intuitive floral, I painted an intuitive floral, I think it was Christmas Eve. Yeah, and I did a speed painting video of it. I'll have a link below so you can watch me create that speed painting video. And then I offered a little tutorial on it if someone wanted to paint their very own. So I offered that. It's been a busy week. I also recorded myself, or I had already recorded myself finishing those punch needle ornaments, but I got that all edited. I have it on my blog now. So what I did is, if you go to teresakogut.com, at the top it says finishing tutorials, I believe is what it's called. And then so when you hover over that, a little drop down menu will come up and it's in there. So I'm going to be filming myself every time I finish something. Maybe not every time, but I mean, if it's something simple, like, because I finish a lot of my punch needle on antique books. So I'm not going to show every one of those, because once you see how to do one, you don't need to see how to do any more. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm going to do then is, on the back of my pattern, there'll be a web address showing how to finish that particular pattern. Okay, it'll be a link where not a link because it's paper, but a web address where you can type it into your computer or in your phone, and then you can check out finishing ideas for that particular piece. So I've been really busy with all of that, I'm telling you. What else? Oh yeah, and if you have fully finished any of my patterns and you would like to have your fully finished piece featured on my gallery, my needlework gallery on my blog, please email me a photo and, you know, give me your name and if you want, like, where you live, what city and state, or even just what state you live. I have a page on my blog that says, I think it just says needlework hooked rug and needlework gallery or something like that. And people email me pictures of things that they've finished that were my patterns. So I want to grow that page because there's a lot of people did color changes to my patterns, and so I think that's really fun for people to get different ideas. If they don't like the colors I chose, maybe they say, oh, I like this brighter palette, you know, I'm going to kind of copy that. So anyways, if you're interested in sending me a photo of your fully finished piece, you can do that at this email address right here, teresakogut3@gmail.com. Okay, last announcement. Well, actually, I want to pose a question to you before I go into the voting on those sketches. Okay, I have a question. Where do you buy realistic looking fake poinsettia plants? Like small, not huge ones, but like maybe one about this size. I have these super cute pots. Kevin bought me a couple poinsettia plants at Kroger, and the pot that they were in, well, the pot that the plant was in sat inside this really cool tin planter, whatever, and it was kind of grungy looking, and then on the front it has a wreath and it says joy, and the other one said peace on earth or something like that. Anyway, they're really cute. But poinsettias, they look great when they first get to my house for about a week and a half, and then one by one the leaves fall off, and then one by one the petals, the red petals, fall off. And right now they look hideous. I threw one of them away, but the one on my dining room table is about to be chucked into the woods. But I love poinsettia plants throughout the holidays. They're just, to me, they scream Christmas, and they're so beautiful, and that bright red pop throughout the house is so pretty. So I want to buy fake ones, but they have to look realistic. I can't stand fake plants that look like cloth. I want them to look super real. So if anyone has any tips on that, let me know where to shop for that. And shopping online is super hard because you can't really see them well, but so that's why I'm asking. Okay, so the last thing is the voting for pumpkin spice, jolly and round, the love, the donkey, or the cat over the willow. Which one of those won? And by far the one that won was the cat over the willow. So the scores were pumpkin spice got 13, that was a second place. The jolly and round Santa got 1 vote. The love piece got 2 votes, donkey got 9 votes. So I'm going to be going live, hopefully. I gotta figure it all out because I'm gonna do it through Zoom, and it's going to be live, design with me, and I have to figure out how to, you know, record my screen through Zoom live. I don't think it's gonna be that hard, but you never know. So stay tuned for that. That will not be obviously within the next week. It'll be sometime in January, but I can't say exactly when, but I will announce it here on my Flosstube, and I will also be posting it on my Facebook group and my Facebook page and on Instagram and all the different places so that hopefully you can catch that live. And then also, if you don't catch it live, you can watch the replay. So, because I'm going to have it on my Flosstube video channel. Okay? So, that's it for announcements, questions, and answers. Beth asked, when will you release more star ornaments like the snowman one? Will they be released in Nashville? And when I read that, I about passed out because I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about those. I have, I don't know, 10 or more of them already sketched, but I kind of, with all the hustle and bustle of Christmas, I forgot all about charting them and getting them sent out. I would like to release a couple at Nashville, so I will be charting those very soon. They're small, so it's not super intense work. I should be able to get those both charted before the new year, hopefully, and then sent out to a model stitcher to be stitched, and then released to Nashville. So I'm hoping 2 of them for Nashville. Probably a Santa, and so I got the snowman, a Santa, and then another one. I'm not sure, maybe a feather tree or something, or just like a word. I love that idea too. So anyway, Joe Wick, she said, did you ever receive photos of the 2 angels you painted for that lady in Florida? Yeah, I have not, and I kind of forgot about it, and I'm obviously she forgot about it too, because she said when she went to Florida she would take pictures and send it to me. So I will shoot her an email and see if she has any photos that she can share with us, because I'm eager to see that too. I'm really actually hoping she would send me a short video, like walking down the hallway where they are, because that gives you a little bit better perspective as to where they are in her home. But yeah, so thanks for that reminder, Joe. Last question, Judy Gibbons said, where can I buy weaver's cloth? So it was, I didn't realize I had sold out of it on my Etsy shop. So I have relisted it at my Etsy shop. So here's my Etsy shop address. You can go there now. They're for sale. And then I will have a link in the description box below. Okay, so whips. Well, with Christmas going on, I didn't get a lot done. I haven't progressed on my rug at all. And then my angel painting that I was painting for Witch Paint Wednesdays, I've not finished that. I have not worked on it, but I have a really cool idea because I like the way it looks, but it's too nice. It's not grungy enough for me. Well, I have this app on my phone where it puts these, they're not, I guess they're filters, but they're more like an overlay, and they're kind of grungy looking, and I put one over that angel, and I love the way it looks. So I'm thinking, how can I mimic that look and grungy up this painting? So I'm going to record myself doing that and adding some grunginess to that painting, and it'll be a little video that I will have on my other YouTube channel. But I don't know, she's pretty, but she's like, everything is, the lines are like perfectly straight. I mean, I like things to be a little more messy, so I will work on that, and you'll see the finished product next week. Okay, previous finishes, no. I don't have any right here. And then, okay, so I don't have anything fully finished, but I do have a finish that I'm so excited to show you. Mary sent back the love, what is it, not love, it's Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love sampler. And I'm telling you what, it was kind of fun because she didn't tell me she was done with it, and she didn't tell me she sent it. So when I went and got the mail yesterday and opened that up, I was like, it was like Christmas all over again, you guys. And I can't even really, I can't put into words how excited I am about the 4 samplers I designed and how beautifully they're turning out and how grateful I am for the stitchers that are working on them. So let me get the sampler and bring it over and show you. The color palette for this sampler is a little bit different for me, but because I don't normally use pink. But this sampler to me screams love, romantic, kind of a Victorian vibe to it because of the color. And oh my gosh, should I just keep like keeping you in suspense? Should I just sit here and give you little teasers like that? No, I'm kidding. I'm just so excited, you guys. So I'm going to show you the whole sampler all at once, and then I will zoom in. I'm going to put my glasses on too to make sure that it's focusing, because I've noticed if I don't have my glasses on, it's really out of focus and I never even notice it. So I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully it will be in focus. Oh my gosh, look guys, I love this so much. I love the white. I love that little couple right there. So it says faith, hope, peace and love. There's peace and love. Okay, and what I like about this sampler too is that there's so many motifs and different things you can do in this one, but like it's kind of like 3 sections. You have a top, a middle, and a bottom where you could actually make 3 different projects out of this if you wanted. So the middle is, I can't keep it straight, there we go. So the middle is the alphabet, and I love how some of the alphabet kind of disappears into the fabric a little bit. And then we move down, and I think this is my favorite part of the whole sampler because I'm totally in love with that house, with that bird, and those little quilt stars or quilt blocks, and the little moth and the little flower basket. Completely in love with that house. Looks very Nantucket-ish, I think, with them colors, with those colors, and that flower basket. Are you kidding me? I love it. I love it. I love it. So there you go. That's my first sampler that has been stitched and returned to me, and I couldn't be more happy. Another thing I love about this top piece is not only how cute that couple is, but look at the little kitties and the little doggy. So there's 3 kitties and a dog. I just think it's super fun, and I love all the birds. So there you go, guys. I'm so excited. So if it wasn't so close to my January release, I was really considering releasing this in January, but there's no way I can get it. I just can't. So what I'm gonna do is when the other one comes in, so Jerry, she's working on, well, she's finished now, but she worked on Heaven and Nature, and I've been showing you little snippets of that along the way. So she sent that one back. She said, according to the post office, I should have that January 6th. So sometime in January, I will be heading down to Findlay, Ohio to Craft Gallery and picking out frames for those 2. And actually what I'm going to do, I'll probably get a hold of the other 2 stitchers that are stitching the other 2 samplers for me, because if they're kind of close to being done, I might just wait until I have them all and I would love to just take all 4, pick out 4 frames, you know what I mean, and have them all done, because I don't want, I mean, Findlay, Ohio is like 4 hours from me, so it's not like I can just pick up and go down there, you know, on a whim. So it'd be nice to have all 4 of them done. I just have water all over this table, I realize, so that's what I'm doing. So anyway, we'll just have to see how that goes, but sometime, you know, because they're being released at Market, which is the first weekend of March. So I gotta give Craft Gallery enough time to you know, order the frames and get them framed and get them back to me. So, yeah, we'll see how that all works out. And then haul. Haul, y'all. I know I got haul. What did I get this week? Oh, I know. Where'd they go? I got these cool, I got some, oh, God, I got more ribbon. The ribbon at Joann is 75% off. At least it was the 2 days before Christmas. So it was 75% off, so I got more colors because I noticed I didn't have any green. And I tried to get things that didn't scream Christmas so I could use them up throughout the year. And then, hold on, I'll be right back. And then I bought these little planters. You have, because I was there looking for fake poinsettia plants, and if they had them, they were already picked over. They didn't have anything. But I found these, so they have a piece of plastic in them so that you can actually put a plant in there. But I thought these are really cool to put like a punch needle or a cross stitch on it. And then they had this long one too, and that'd be awesome with a cross stitch or a punch needle on it. So that is my haul. I don't think I got anything else, did I? I don't know. Oh, you know, some of the other haul that I got, but I'm not going to show it because it's so boring. But all that crackle I was talking about, all the crackle is here now. So now I just have to find a day, not a day, but an afternoon where I can experiment with that. So what I'm going to do more than likely is just wait until I have, what I need to do is I need to say, okay, I have 10 different crackles, and then have 10 different like small paintings where I can experiment with one of the crackles on each one of the paintings so you can see the results. So it's probably not something that's going to be done right away, maybe sometime in February, because I got to get the paintings done first, and it might be part of Which Paint Wednesday, I don't know, but they're going to be small paintings, so it's not like something elaborate, so it shouldn't take me long to do that. Okay, weekly whims. Okay, so to make Christmas easier on myself, we used to make a big breakfast. I know. You want to be on camera? No. So anyways, what was I saying? I made I made a breakfast casserole. Let's just put it that way. And it was delish. And it's just easy because I made it early in the morning, and then we went to church and everything, got home, and we could throw it in the oven. So that just keeps things easier. It's all contained to one dish. But I really wanted to try something new. So I made a French toast casserole as well. Let me just tell you, if you are having people over for dinner or something and you need a yummy dessert, I would not consider this casserole to be breakfast because there's too much sugar, and it was very sweet. It was the most delicious thing. It tastes kind of like a coffee cake. It was so easy to make. It cooks up really quick, and even left over cold, it's super good. So it's kind of like a cross between a cinnamon roll and a coffee cake. So in my head anyway, but I'm gonna put the recipe to that on my blog. I think I'm gonna add another page to my blog and have recipes listed there, because it's just a place to go and find them all, rather than like I have them on my Flosstube, you know, my channel, and then each episode if I talk about a recipe I put it there. Well, that's really hard for people to go back and find. So I'm going to start a new thing on my blog and have all my recipes on there. But I'm telling you, it was delicious, and the kids went bonkers over it. So that is probably not even a weekly whim. I would say that's going to be an annual whim, but I had to bring it up. Okay, clover martinis. Clover martinis, I learned about that. They're made at Bar Louie's, if you have that restaurant chain by you at all. That's where I had it the first time, and it was delicious. So a lot of times if I'm at a restaurant and I like something, a lot of times you can find the recipe on Pinterest or, you know, Google it or something. Sure enough, I found the recipe. That will also be over at my blog. But it's orange juice, lemon juice, Hennessy, Maker's Mark, and agave syrup. So it's got the sweet, it's got the tartness of the lemon and the orange. It is absolutely delicious. So Cheryl and Colleen, I have a new drink for you. But it's delish. And I want to say is there cinnamon in it? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyways, it's so good. So we had that because it had orange juice in it. So we're like, well, we can have that with breakfast. So we each had one of those for breakfast. The other thing, this is a lot of food related whims. Another weekly whim is my Betty Crocker Italian sausage lasagna. I'm making that tomorrow, and I'm telling you, to me, it's the best lasagna I've ever had. And I don't know, maybe I've shared it with you in the past. It's very possible that I did, because every time I make it, I just go bonkers over it. And Kristen and I were doing that diet together where we hold each other accountable by texting each other at the end of the day and like earning points. I don't even know if I brought this up. I think I talked about it on What You Paint Wednesdays. Anywho, we're on a break. We were doing that to try to help ourselves get through the holidays and not like overeat and all that stuff, and be able to at least maintain our weight through the holidays. But it's like, it's too hard to keep track of calories when you're at family parties and this and that and the other. It's like, so we're going to start back up on Wednesday on the 1st. But so what we do basically is, it's a point system. So if you drink your 8 ounce glasses of water, you get a point. If you drink more than that, you get a point. If you exercised 30 minutes, you get a point. If you exercised an extra 30 minutes, you get another point. If you remain between 1,200 and 1,500 calories, you get a point. If you didn't eat sugar, you get a point. If you didn't have any alcohol, you get a point. If you didn't eat until noon, you get a point. And then if you didn't eat after 7 p.m., you get a point. So at the end of the day, you tally your points. And at the end of the month, we will see who wins. And then we'll do it on a monthly basis. Win what? I don't know. We haven't went that far with it. But so it's just kind of fun, because it makes me think, oh my gosh, you know, I have to own up to this with my best friend, you know, and I want to beat her. So making it a competition and holding each other accountable has been fun. And then her daughter Gabby's doing that with us too. So anywho, I'm having lasagna tomorrow because starting Wednesday, I'm back on that darn diet. And I will put the Betty Crocker recipe on my blog as well. Okay, another weekly whim, and it's more like a lifetime whim, is Crock Slippers. I know Crocs are ugly, I get it, but they're just for around the house. I have a pair down here that are super, super old, and they were a nice pink color when I first got them. I don't even know if I want to show you. They're awful. They're dirty. But I have a pair at the house that are black, and so they're lined with fleece, and they keep your feet toasty warm. And see, I have flat feet, and I need a little bit more support than just your average slip-on slipper. So if you haven't checked out the Crocs slippers, you got to do that. And last but not least is Natural Life products. So my wonderful BFF sent me a wonderful Christmas gift. It was a box full of goodies, and this shirt was one of them. So I forget what it says on the back. Look at the back of my shirt. Can you see it? Is it not cool? I forget what it says. Something about wings and flying, or I don't know. And then there was a mug in there that said something, girl, sweet girl, or something like that. You can do hard things. And then there was a fleece blanket in there that had that same saying on it. But if you're familiar with Natural Life products, they're very colorful. They're very boho, kind of hippie style products, and with inspirational things on them. There's a little pill box she gave me, and a little keychain. And anyways, I'll insert pictures of their products as I'm talking about them. But if you're not familiar with them, when you go to like a gift shop or something, more than likely they're going to have a little display, a kiosk of some sort in their store, because they have a lot of really cool products. And yeah, so thank you, Kristen. That was very sweet. That's it for Weekly Whims. It's giveaway time. So I am going to insert the YouTube random comment picker here. Last week's question was, what are you most excited for in 2020? And the prize was for one of those pencil pouches. So let's see. Who is the winner? Lisa Bates. She said, I hope in 2020 I do more small projects. This way I can feel more productive. Thanks for all the wonderful videos this year. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Lisa, and congratulations. So just email me your mailing address. Thanks, everyone, for participating. Congratulations, Lisa. If you could just email me your mailing address right here at my email, I will get that in the mail to you, and you get a choice. Let me show them real quick. The snowman, the Santa, or the flowers. Just let me know which one of these you would like. It's just a little pencil pouch. You can put essential oils in it. You could put your makeup in it. You could put some your stitchy stuff in it. I mean, you could put your pencils in it. Anyway, or you know, it'd be nice to have that in your purse too, with maybe your makeup or something. So, anywho, let me know which one of those you want, and the other two I will probably put in my Etsy shop. So this week, it's going to be just a pattern of your choice, and the question is this: what is your favorite thing to stitch? Is it Christmas? Is it Halloween? Is it samplers? Is it ornaments? Tell me, what is your favorite thing to stitch? And the keyword, if I could find a pen, the keyword's going to be favorite. So make sure somewhere in your comment you mention the word favorite so that you will be included in the drawing. Well, I don't have anything to write with right now. Jeepers. Okay, moving right along. So we're moving on to the Chinese fortune teller. Loretta Henderson chose Blee. Oh my God. That's blue and 3 together is Blee. Blue 3, 4. Good golly. All right. B-L-U-E 1, 2, 3. And number 4 is tell funny personal story. All right. Let me go to my little handy dandy notebook here. Okay, here's my story, guys. So my wonderful, wonderful friends, Jan, Linda, and Debbie and I used to go, we swear we're doing it in 2020, but we used to go to Ohio every year and spend about 5 days antiquing. We would kind of make a loop, you know, we'd go down to Findlay, like Tip City, go down to, Dresden, and then kind of swing around to, I can't think of it. Anyways, like Berlin, Waynesville, all those. And then we would swing back around and head home. So we did that for 20 years in a row. And it started out with Linda and Linda's sister Carol and Jan and I, and it was because we sold longer burger baskets and we would go to the B. But while we were at the convention, we would stay extra days and we would go shopping. And so we would always go in August. Well, even when we quit going to the B, we still would go to Dresden and shop around and, you know, do this loop. Well, we didn't add Berlin until later. We didn't know about Berlin. But in Waynesville was another one we added to our little trail, our shopping trail. Anywho, in Waynesville, Ohio, talk about good shopping. I love it. If you love antiques, you love primitive country style, that is the place to go. So we like to eat at the Hammel House. So first of all, Waynesville, Ohio is considered the country's most haunted town. Is it the country or it's just Ohio? Oh gosh, now I don't know. I will have to put a link to an article about Waynesville and Hammel House. But Hammel House is the most haunted building in Waynesville, Ohio. Well, they have the best food. They have the best coconut cream pie. We all get a piece when we go there. That's our favorite place to eat. And so, so this one year, this was probably 6-7 years ago, I don't even know. But it's also a bed and breakfast. And so we were getting ready to leave. We had ate And we asked, when we were checking out, we asked the lady what the upstairs was like and what the rooms were like. And she said, oh, she said, well, you're welcome to go upstairs and look around. She said, just don't go in room number whatever and room number whatever. So there were 2 rooms, let's say room 3 and 4 we couldn't go into because there were guests that were staying in there. Not that they were in there, but you know, hopefully they would lock the door. But anyways, she just said don't go in those doors. Okay, so we went up the stairs and we went into this one room, and it was cool. I mean, this is an old building, so it was just very homey, and it was very cool. So then we turn the corner and we go down and we go into this other room, and it's a little bit smaller. It's really cute too though. And then we go, you know, oh, this room is number 3, we can't go in that. This room number 4, we can't go in that. So then we go to this other room and we look in, and I happen to be the one opening the door. And okay, so remember, this place is like the #1 haunted place in Ohio, possibly the US. But I opened the door, and when I did, like the bed's here, and when I opened the door, I saw feet. A man and woman's feet straight up. I freaked. I mean, I didn't scream because I thought they were guests that were sleeping. So I'm like, and I closed the door, and like I'm trying to back up, and they don't understand what's going on. I'm like, someone's in there, and we were like little kids. We turned around. It freaked us out. We turned around, and we just, like a herd of elephants, ran down the stairs and went out the door, and we were outside, and we just burst out laughing. And I was like, that room was not off limits. So were there really people in there, or were those ghosts? Like, it was just one of those things. One of those things that we have story after story after story over our 20 years of shopping together, that when we get together, we love to reminisce about all these different things that we've done over the years. I mean, just good times with the girls. We have not been on that trip now for about 3 years, and that's why the last time we were together, it's like, okay, we're starting that back up again in 2020, because it's, well, you know, and 2, when we first started going, we all, you know, would buy these big pieces of furniture and things, and I used to be the driver. We would take our trucks that had a cover, what do you call that, over the bed, the truck bed, and so I drove for probably the first 10 years of that trip or more, and we would bring pretty big pieces of furniture home and stuff. And then at one point, Jan was opening a store, so she needed furniture display pieces for that. So we were constantly collecting all these amazing antiques in Ohio. Well, now we're all at a stage in our lives where our houses are pretty much fully decorated. We don't really need anything, but it's fun to go, and it's just about the girl time anyways now. And so anywho, that's my funniest story for you this week. So I just want to say thank you everyone for being here, and I really appreciate your comments and your input, and I just hope that you have an amazing New Year's Eve, and I wish you health, happiness, and prosperity in 2020. So we'll see you next week. Bye. No, we'll see you next year. Bye.